Today we're in Carbondale, Colorado. We're going to be photographing James Surls for Luxe Magazine. James is a sculpture artist that has work located all over the country. Some of his most famous work is multiple pieces on Park Avenue in New York City. So we're really looking forward to working with James, and I hope you enjoy the shoot. We started off by photographing James in an area where he had a bunch of his sculptures hanging from the ceiling. It was a great place to shoot, but obviously if we'd brought in lighting, it would have thrown shadows everywhere. So we ended up using natural light and had Ryan hold a reflector. The light bounced in through the window off the reflector and lit James. This was one of my favorite shots from the shoot. We spent most of the shoot photographing in a studio area where James had a very large sculpture hanging on the wall. We're shooting with our standard kit, which is four photogenic 1250 DRs. They're 500 watt second lights. For this setup, we used one light to really light the whole room. We set it really far back in the room just to give a nice even light, and then we used the other lights to give directional light where we wanted it on our main subject, a key, a fill, that sort of thing. So you can just see us here setting up the room to get what we want. You can see me talking with James. I'll go through, talk with them, make them comfortable with the ideas I have, make sure it's how they want to be represented. If the person you're photographing isn't comfortable with how you're representing them, it can really show in the photos. There's times you want to step outside of the box and just do things you have in your head, but you want to make sure that they're comfortable with you and your creative vision before you do that. Otherwise, they'll just look uncomfortable and won't give you the energy you need to get a really good photo. As you can see, this is a huge, beautiful sculpture. It was initially designed to be put in the Dallas Museum of Art and doesn't travel really anywhere now just because he says it's so unwieldy. So you can see I really tried to use negative space, really show off him in relation to the piece of art, but also give you a real sense of size with the piece. You can see he was stepping up against the wall there. I had him step out so we didn't have shadows thrown quite so strongly on the wall. The shadows you see here coming off the sculpture are from the natural lighting, not our lights. Our lights were set up to really pretty much overpower all of the lighting that was in place. He also, because he's a creative person, came up with a lot of great ideas for shots, and so I'm always willing and happy to listen to the subject's ideas. Sometimes they come up with stuff you would have never thought of, and even if they don't end up using the shot or it's not really a useful shot, it just makes them feel like they're a part of the creative process, and that's really important to make them feel involved. And here's the final shot that Luxe selected for the magazine. As always, don't hesitate to contact us with any questions you might have, and you can see more of our work at McCoryJames.com or become a fan on Facebook at facebook.com/McCoryJames.